हेलो बच्चों, वेलकम टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। एंड आज का वीडियो होने वाला है अबाउट एनआईटी कैलिकट एंड उनके एडमिशन्स के बारे में। ठीक है, बहुत सारी खतरनाक खतरनाक चीज़ें हैं, इनका मेरिट क्राइटेरिया, इसमें कौन कौन एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म्स भर सकते हैं, कौन कौन नहीं भर सकते हैं, कुछ कंफ्यूजिंग बातें, कुछ थोड़ी सी अजीब सी बातें, सब कुछ आज के वीडियो में अपन लोग डिस्कस करते हैं। एंड आई एम सो सॉरी, ये 27 जून को निकला था, है ना। यहाँ पर अगर तुम लोग डेट देखोगे, तुम्हें डेट तो दिखाई नहीं दे रही होगी, बट यहाँ पर डेट लिखी हुई है कि 27 जून को ये हुआ था। एंड हम लोगों को एक्चुअली में ये मिल नहीं रहा था प्रॉपरली कहीं पर भी। फिर एक दो दिन पहले मुझे मिला है ये, तो आज मैं ये वीडियो बना रहा हूँ। ठीक है, तो किसके लिए है ये? बीएससी बीएड है, सेकेंडरी लेवल के लिए है। बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ है। पहली ही यहाँ पर मैंने सारा पीडीएफ जो है उसमें मार्किंग वार्किंग करके रखी हुई है। तो बीएससी बीएड सेकेंडरी लेवल जो ऑफर किया जा रहा है हैज़ बिन ऑफर्ड विथ 3 डिफरेंट डिसिप्लिन्स, नेमली physics, chemistry and mathematics. So you have only 3 options, that is physics, chemistry and mathematics. One of the main things is options to exit with a 3-year BSc degree in physics, chemistry or mathematics, depending upon the choice of major in the first semester itself, is also available. So NIT Calicut has given this option कि आप, that you can leave after completing 3 years with a BSc degree. None of the other colleges have said this. So this is something which is very important, and people who are maybe less interested or less inclined towards the teaching industry and more inclined towards the research part of it can consider to get this BSc degree and then leave. Okay. So सीट मैट्रिक्स के बारे में बात कर लेते हैं। सीट मैट्रिक्स काफ़ी अलग है ना। यहाँ पर भी कोई होम स्टेट अदर स्टेट नहीं किया गया है। सो बीएससी बीएड आईटीईपी में मैथ्स मेजर में वी हैव 7 seats फॉर ओपन, 1 seat for open PWD, EWS we have 2 seats, then we have OBC NCL 6 seats, then we have some SC seats, ST seats, and we have a total of 20 seats in maths major. Similarly, we have 15 seats for physics and 15 seats for chemistry, totaling it to a 50. Okay? Yeah. तो ये सब इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें नहीं है, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। व्हाट इज द एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया? Okay, so candidates who have appeared for the NCET 2025 have secured a valid score are eligible to apply for the BSc BEd admission at NIT Calicut, provided they satisfy the following. Number one, the candidates must have passed or appeared for the first time in either 2023, 2024 or 2025 for the 12th examination or intermediate with domain specific subjects as compulsory, that is physics, chemistry, no, not physics, chemistry, maths, but any of the combinations over here. For example, if a student has got physics, chemistry and mathematics, so he or she should have chosen physics, chemistry or mathematics in the NCET domain itself. Okay. Yep. So in case of PCB students who have had PCB as their option in class 12th and in their NCET domain subjects, can still apply to get a major in physics or chemistry if they are not that much inclined towards biology. Yep. So that is the thing. Another thing, 2-year droppers are allowed, right? So double droppers are allowed in case of NIT. We are seeing this particular trend in which all of the NITs are kind of giving options for double droppers also. So yeah. The second point is candidate must have secured at least 60% marks in aggregate or equivalent grades in class 12th or intermediate, and the only relaxation has been provided in case of SC, ST and PWD, which is 55% of aggregate marks. Okay, yeah. So again, to be eligible for a particular major, it is mandatory that the candidate should have studied that particular subject in class 12, that is 10+2, or its equivalent, and should have opted it as one of the domain specific subjects in the NCET 2025 examination. Okay, so I've just explained this part from here to here, and I hope there is no particular doubt. Okay, yes. So another form of the clarification given by NIT Calicut. So yeah. Point number 4, we have noted it as ego, I would say. But yeah, the candidate should have chosen NIT Calicut in the NCET 2025 application form. This is one of the prerequisites. That means NIT Calicut is going to hold closed counselings. Okay, in this means that not everybody can choose NIT Calicut or can participate in the counseling process, but rather only the students who have actually chosen NIT Calicut as their preferred college in the preference list while you were applying for NCET. Only those students can participate in case of NIT Calicut's counseling. Okay. Yes. And the fifth point is not very, very important, but yeah, it is the proof of passing class 12th and have secured requisite marks must be submitted when applying. This is one of the documents which is required. And then original documents must be produced to NIT Calicut at the time of admission. This is basically talking about the time when you actually go and physically report. So you'll have to show them the original documents also. Not very much important in our case, while registering for the counseling process. And sixth and the last point is candidates should have been born on or after 1st of October 2000. 5 years of age relaxation is given to SC, ST, and PWD candidates. That is, these candidates should have been born on or after October 1995. So, this is the age limit, and this is the 12th passing year or appearing for the first time limit. Okay. Yes, because some of the IITs have done this. Some of them have made it only the year of passing class 12th or first time appearing for the class 12th. And some IITs like IIT Bhubaneswar and Ropar have given only the age restrictions. They have not talked about single droppers or double droppers. Okay, so yeah. Let us talk about the fee structure. Institute fees, blah blah blah. So the tuition fees for the first semester is going to be 62,500, and there has been no particular relaxation for EWS, OBC, NCL, or PWD, any sort of that. For SC, ST, it is nil. Okay, this is something which is seen almost everywhere, right? Yeah. Other fees, the whole comes out to be 13,300, 30. The rest of that is kind of necessary for both of the candidates. Okay. Yeah. Formats of the certificate for OBC, NCL, General EWS, SC, ST, and PWD are available at the web page having this particular URL. So if you belong to any of these particular categories, then you must have these certificates with the particular format which has been provided in this particular link. Okay. And in case of refund rule is available in the URL which is given over here. So yep, you can go ahead and just check it out by yourself. Now let us go ahead with the selection procedure. The first point says the candidates has to pay a non-refundable amount of rupees 1000. Okay, has to pay an amount of rupees 1000 for general, OBC, NCL, and general EWS categories, and rupees 500 for SC, ST, PWD categories as an application fee. So this is basically your registration fee. 1000 rupees is needed for general OBC students and EWS students, and a sum of rupees 500 must be paid if you are from SC, ST, or PWD categories. Okay, let us move on to the second point. The candidates will be required to fill out the online application form at this particular site, that is https:/nitc.ac.in/itep. Okay, that will be launched soon, tentatively by first week of July. We actually know the dates. Okay, so yeah, we'll talk about that in the later parts of this video. So percentile criteria, yep, this is the merit criteria which is kind of confusing. Yeah, so it is given the online application and uploaded documents will be scrutinized by the admission committee. Allotment will be carried out in order of merit of the total score or average percentile obtained in the 4 subjects, that is domain specific subject, which is only one, then English language general test and teaching aptitude in the NCET 2025 examination. So one of the things which is very I would say surprising is that they have put one of the prerequisites to be English language. So it is not actually clear uh, about those students. They have not mentioned over here those students who have not opted for English language. Are they eligible, you know, if they have actually chosen NIT Calicut in their own application form? But most probably that is not the case. And also another thing is that they have not yet submitted, or not submitted, no, but they haven't given any particular specifications that in this particular subject, which subject would they consider, okay, the one which we have chosen, or will they have any kind of preference list or not, somewhat like that. So these two three things are kind of confusing, but let us see what is going to happen. Then the fourth point says a unique rank list will be generated by the NIT Calicut based on the above criteria, the criteria we have talked about just now. And in case of a tie, the candidate older in age will be placed above the candidate who is younger in age. So as a tiebreaker, they have taken age to be the deciding factor. So the candidate who is elder will be given more preference. Okay. For those who are eligible for more than one major, provisions will be made for the applicants for giving preference. Okay, so people who are eligible for more than one majors, okay, the clarification has been done that will be made, provisions will be made for the applicants for giving preference. Okay, so this is good. The institute reserves the rights to conduct any subsequent rounds of admission, including spot rounds based on the seat availability for registered candidates. Okay, so they have said that they can, have another set of rounds maybe, and also they can conduct spot rounds, which is most probably going to be the case because NIT Calicut is going ahead with closed council. Okay, so reservation and other policies, the category unreserved or OBC NCL and economically weaker section SC ST PWD, once chosen by the applicant in his or her application form, shall not be changed at a later stage. That means the category that you have chosen, to be in your application form is not going to be changed. So in case you did not have, the OBC certificate, and you actually went ahead and entered into the application that you are an unreserved guy or you're from general, so you cannot go ahead and paste any kind of documents for OBC NCL. That will not be considered. Okay, another thing is OBC NCL certificates must have been issued on or after 1st of April 2025. Okay, yeah, no certificate issued before this date shall be acceptable. It is clearly mentioned. The certificates should be issued by a revenue officer not below the rank of Tehsildar. That is also something which has been mentioned. Okay. Some of the forms, some note points that they have given. Caste certificate SC ST OBC NCL issued by Maharashtra state must be validated by the Social Welfare Department in case of SC and OBC NCL category, and a Tribal Welfare Department in case of ST category of the Maharashtra government. Okay. Second point, the SC ST OBC NCL candidates of Maharashtra state have to produce their caste validity certificate. Okay. ST certificates from Tamil Nadu state must be issued by the concerned revenue divisional officer. Okay. Then we have, if any certificate is in a language other than English or Hindi, an English version of that certificate attested by the gazetted officer or competent authority should be uploaded compulsorily along with scanned copy of the original certificate as a single PDF file. So in case you guys have, this caste certificate or the OBC NCL certificate in some other language like Marathi or maybe Gujarati or maybe Malayalam or somewhat like that, so you'll have to have an English version be prepared by a gazetted officer or a competent authority, and then have that scanned and then make a single PDF file with the original and the English version, and then only be submitted. Okay, that is their own requirement, I guess. So yeah, applications which are incomplete slash defective slash received late will be rejected summarily, and no correspondence will be entertained on such applications. The instructions for the online submission of the application are available in the online admission portal. Okay, well, not very important. Okay, some of the documents that you're going to require to fill the application form. One of them is Aadhaar card, or the first page of passport, or birth certificate, or voter ID card. So any of these could be, you know, used, right? Okay, just let me, yeah, take it over here. So voter ID card issued by the government authorities as proof of date of birth certificate, birth and name of the candidate. Note that the name given in the application for ITEP at NIT Calicut should match the name in the supporting document. So you'll have to make sure about that. Okay. Number two, you should have 10th certificate, valid scorecard of NCET 2025, mark sheet slash grade card, and pass certificate bracket may if issued separately from the school of class 12th board exam 10+2 or its equivalent as a single PDF file. Okay, if applicable, OBC, NCL, or EWS certificate obtained from a competent authority bracket may, it is given, revenue officer not below the rank of Tehsildar in the format mentioned above, issued on or after 1st of April 2025. Okay, what else do we have? If applicable, SC/ST, again, the revenue officer not below the rank of Tehsildar. If applicable, the PWD certificate according to all of these. Okay, important points to note. These are some of the important points that you can note. And let us go for this, the dates. Okay, important dates for admission to BSc B.Ed for the academic year 2025-2026. One of the things is announcement of the official notification that is going to be on 4th of July. That is today. I mean, that was yesterday. This is 5 right now. It is 5 right now. So yeah. So the online application portal has been started. Last date for the submission of the completed application is 18th of July. So you guys have almost 2 weeks to fill out the forms. And the announcement of the list of provisionally selected candidates, there is going to be only one list, no second list up until now. Obviously there can be some subsequent rounds or some spot rounds issued by the university. Okay, so that is going to be on 25th of July, which is actually very late. And then they have also mentioned the physical reporting for admission to the institute is on 7th of August 2025. Commencement of the classes is 14th of August 2025, and the orientation program will be conducted on 25 and 26th of August. So these are not very important to us right now, but the starting date and the date when which the list of the provisionally selected candidates is going to be out, that is something we all should take a note of. Okay. Note all the dates mentioned above are tentative and subject to change at any at any stage by the competent authority. Okay, so yeah, so this was it, and yep. So this was the whole information which I wasn't able to get it to you, but hopefully you guys are finally aware of this criterias and stuff. And so yeah, that is it for this video. We'll meet in the next video. तब तक के लिए हंसते रहिए, मुस्कुराते रहिए और मचाते रहिए.